Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here. Lineup for yesterday by Ogden Ash. A is for Alex, the great Alexander. More goose eggs he pitched than a popular gander. B is for Bresnahan, back of the plate. The Cubs were his love and McGraw his hate. C is for Cobb, who grew spikes not corn, and made all the basemen wish they weren't born. D is for Dean, the grammatical diz. When they asked who's the tops, said correctly I is. E is for Evers, his jaw in advance, never afraid to tinker with chance. F is for Fordham, and Frankie and Fish. I wish he were back with the Giants, I wish. G is for Gehrig, the pride of the stadium. His record pure gold, his courage pure radium. H is for Hornsby. When pitching to Raj, the pitcher would pitch, then the pitcher would dodge. I is for me, not a hard-hitting man, but an outstanding all-time incurable fan. J is for Johnson, the big train in his prime, was so fast he could throw 3 strikes at a time. K is for Keeler, as fresh as green paint, the fastest and mostest to hit where they ain't. L is for LaHoy, whom Clevelanders love, Napoleon himself with glue in his glove. M is for Matty, who carried a charm in the form of an extra brain in his arm. N is for Newsom, Bobo's favorite Ken. You ask how he's here, he talked himself in. O is for Ott, of the restless right foot. When he leaned on the pellet stay put. P is for Plank, the arm of the A's. When he tangled with Matty, games lasted for days. Q is for Don Quixote, Cornelius Mack. Neither Yankees nor years can halt his attack. R is for Ruth, to tell you the truth. There's no more to be said, just R is for Ruth. S is for Speaker, swift center field tender. When the ball saw him coming, it yelled, I surrender. T is for Terry, the giant from Memphis, whose 400 average you can't overemphasize. U would be Ubel if Carl wore a Cockney, but we say Hubble in baseball like football in Rockney. V is for Vance, the Dodgers' very own Dazzy. None of his rivals could throw as fast as he. W, Wagner, the bow-legged beauty, short, close to all traffic with Honus on duty. X is the first of 2 X's in Fox, who was right behind Ruth with his powerful socks. Y is for Young, the magnificent Cy. People battled against him, but I never knew why. Z is for Zenith, the summit of fame. These men are up there. These men are the game. Lineup for yesterday, Ogden Ash, January 1949, Sport Magazine.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball!
Armchair.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome here on Braves Country Radio. You're listening live as we march closer to crowning a champion. I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get ready for what should be a great day in baseball. We'll go over the lineups as the game goes on. Make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. Jump in the chat. Tell us where you hail from, as roll call is on the way. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call of baseball.
Get this bus moving.
Stop.
Come back.
Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
Good to see everybody in the chat. Who do we got here tonight? We got Uncle Charlie, Chop Shop, Braden, Royal Pita. Everybody loves Raymond. What you talking about, Willis Mathis? Robert Sharpton. Texas Liberty. Underwater. I think I got Braden, but just in case, Braden. Joyce Robledo down in Mexico. Coppercat. Denise. Cody Turner. Good to see everybody in the chat. I think that's everybody. Let me see. Yep, that's it. Armchair. That's I think Kelly and Jason are involved tonight. We're getting the name of the third person here in about a week or so. We're waiting to see who we're going to sucker into this. All right. Gotta play this for y'all. I found this funny. It's part of one of the new clips, but this just by itself. Here we go to get you going.
Well, in free agency news, the Falcons signed somebody. I don't know who the he is, but they say he good. But Georgia sports have been bull. Let me see. They took away our Magic City from the Hawks. Nobody goes to the Hawks games anyways, but yeah, you could have let us have our wings and titties. You know it wasn't going to be shown, but let us have something. You don't say that by any other night. I ain't going to say it, but we all know they had these nights everywhere. But I ain't going to even say it now. I'm just going to let that go. I don't want no smoke. Damn Braves. We lost a few players from the Braves. Then get caught taking gas station pills. Now he's out for the whole year. The Georgia Bulldogs being part of the damn track team. Let me tell you something. All these damn arrests for the Georgia Bulldogs. But the most thing that I've got on my nerve, how the did the USA lose the baseball game against Italy? Italy! You lost to Mario Brothers and Luigi. How the you gonna lose against Italy? Really? Italy? Damn USA baseball. What the f?
All right, there we go. Thought Joe might get a kick out of that. I ran across that guy, and he made me laugh. So he kind of gave you an update of what was going on in Georgia sports. Italy. And that was pretty funny what they did with the NBA. For those of y'all who don't know what he's talking about, I guess it happens every year on a certain night. I don't know if it's an anniversary or whatever, but the NBA, I do apologize for the ruckus in the background. Hopefully it gets under control soon. The NBA every single year has allowed the Atlanta Falcons to have a theme of, they call it Magic Night or something. Anyways, what it is basically Hooters girls or cheerleaders or something serving hot wings, and one of the players complained about it. I don't know if it was a Hawks player or if it was one of the players from another team, but somebody complained about it, and the commissioner stepped in and ixnayed it. So they got rid of it, and that's what he was complaining about. I had just heard about that a few days ago. It was so funny because I was like, man, Hawks fans can't catch a break. I mean, they're not even having a good season. They're taking that away from them. The score you see on the screen, that is the Dominican Republic, Korea. We played the winner of that. Obviously, it looks like it's going to be Dominican Republic. We're waiting for the USA to start. Once the USA starts and their scoreboard kicks on, I'm going to switch it over. I'm just waiting for that to kick in. You know how we do it here. And so we're just about set for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call, USA Baseball. United States, well, we're actually trying to win this one, I guess. I guess Mark DeRosa doesn't believe that we are going to, that we've already qualified for the next round. So he put his best foot forward in the lineup. The only one that I can argue against that maybe he shouldn't be starting, but you go off of what he did last year, it's kind of silly not to start him as Cal Raleigh, because Will Smith has been playing a very good baseball early on, and he just tends to show up in these big moments. But right now it is Cal Raleigh in the lineup. Leading off for the United States is Bobby Witt Jr., then Bryce Harper batting second, Aaron Judge batting third, Schwarber batting cleanup, Bregman batting fifth, Anthony batting sixth, Raleigh batting seventh, Terang batting eighth, and PCA is batting ninth. For Canada, they're leading off with Lopez, and then batting second for Canada is Josh Naylor. O'Neill is batting third, KC batting cleanup, Toro fifth, Black is the designated hitter, Bo Naylor, Josh's brother, is behind the plate and batting seventh, Clark is in center, and Julio is batting ninth. Mike Soroka is the starting pitcher for Canada. Braves fans remember him. And for the USA, it's Logan Webb of the San Francisco Giants. USA is wearing their blue jerseys. Maybe that'll bring some bats, wake some bats up around there. We're just about set for pitch by pitch. USA in their blue jerseys, red piping around the collar and the sleeves. USA in white with the S striped in red. Blue ball caps, red bill, as they've worn all tournament long. And we are the road team, Canada the home team, because they are the 1 seed. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in the USA, and the first pitch on the way is right there for a strike to Bobby Witt Jr. It's 0-1. We will switch it over now to the USA Canada. I believe it came in. Yep, we're good to go. The 0-1 up top, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Righty-righty matchup. Infield back into the left. Around the horn for Canada. Starting at third as the 1-1 pitch is right there on the outer edge. 1-2. It's Toro, Lopez, Julian, and Naylor at first. Bo Naylor behind the plate, Soroka on the mound. Left to right in the outfield, it's Casey, Clark, and O'Neill. So a 1-2 from Soroka. Number 40 turns and spins. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase 1, or strike 2, excuse me. 1-2. Chase 1 up and out of the zone. The 1-2 pitch. Slider misses outside wide. 2-2. 2-2 count. Canada's wearing an all-white top to bottom jersey and pants. Writing in red. Red ball caps. 0-0 your score. The 2-2. Check swing. Bangs it down the line. Foul. Do it again. Two count. Witt digging in. The pitch. Swing. Fists it back. Foul. Do it one more time. If the United States wins, we march on to face most likely the Dominican Republic. We will keep an eye on that score for you as it goes along. The 2-2. Outside, high and wide, 3-2. So Witt really making them work. My monitor once again is set way far away in the little kitchen TV, as I like to call it. So if I blow one here and there, that's what it is. The 3-2. Outside, wide, ball 4. And he'll head on down to first. One on, nobody out. Good speed with Bobby Witt Jr. Good to see you, Spaceman. If y'all are enjoying your Friday night, grab you a cold one, pull up an armchair. First pitch on the way to Bryce Harper, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Y'all see that somebody is selling a piece of Bryce Harper's jersey from the 2022 World Series, and they framed it with the term loser as the 0-1 pitch bangs it down the line, foul. It's 0-2. It's like it looks like a baseball card type mock-up. Forget where I saw that, but it's pretty funny. The 0-2 count. Soroka brings it. Swing, lifts it. High into center field, drifting back towards the warning track at the wall, making the leaping catch out there is Clark for a loud out number 1. Man, he gave it a ride out there. That ball was sailing. Thought it might have a chance to get out. Good play out there by Clark. One down, runner at first, retreats back. He was right to the left of the 409 sign, and that ball went every bit of 408. Aaron Judge, the batter, coming to the plate. All rise. First pitch outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 4 for 16 in the series. A couple of home runs. 1-0. 1054 OPS. Is the 1-0 outside wide 2-0. You're the U.S. decided favorite in this one. You need to jump out on top and not play with your food like they've done in a couple of these games and give Canada hope. The 2-0 count. Swing rips it into left field. That ball's going to get down where the green grass grows. Up against the wall and going for third is Witt. He'll be standing in there and Judge to second, and it's a one-out double. All rise. Second and third and one out, and the USA will bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate. It'll be interesting to see if they pitch to Schwarber, if they try to set up the double play with an intentional walk. Standing on deck is Bregman. Anthony is in the hole. Most managers won't intentionally walk in the first inning, but it seems like a big moment here. They're going to face him. First pitch on the way. Swing rips it over to first, and it goes off the glove of the first baseman, Naylor. Julian gets the ricochet, but here coming home is Bobby Witt Jr., and the USA takes a 1-0 lead. Aaron Judge books it down to third, 90 feet. And the USA takes the early 1-0 lead. 2 outs. Canada with the red hat. They've got the maple leaf, and there's like a C with the baseball. I don't know, it's not a very clean look as the first pitch on the way. Swing and fouls it straight back to Bregman. It's 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, pops it up. High over towards second base. That'll be a can of corn. Underneath it is Julian. That'll end the inning. But not before the United States puts one on the board. Good guys won. Canada grabs the bats when we return here on the BCR.
So my girlfriend just left with her family on a vacation, which means we're stuck home alone. And I think you know what that means. Guess who's not leaving the house for a whole week? Yeah, not a chance. It is lockdown mode. Now, I should make it clear that she wants me to leave the house, okay? Before she left, she literally said to me, you should go out, call some of your friends, go out, have a good time, go get a drink, maybe make some new friends, have a conversation. You know what's better than 5 minutes of conversation? 7 days of silence with the dogs. There could be a nuclear war in the next few days. You know where you can find us? And Franken it in the basement. Couple of milk bones, a little whiskey. We'll make it out just fine. And there's literally no reason to leave the house. All right, I mean, we have treats, we have beer, we have water, we have snacks, we have the tubs that we fill with water, we call them pools, right? You should really socialize. Socializing's good. Socializing sucks. It's terrible. Have you met humans nowadays? For the next week, while I'm on dogcation at home, okay? Life's going to be good. We're going to have some shenanigans. We're going to have some fun. Yeah, we're going to take some naps too, Liv. That's it. That's all I need. You guys are my only friends.
In mid-September, the Reds opened a 4.5-game lead over the Giants and Dodgers. With Frank Robinson leading the way, it sometimes seemed the Reds just couldn't lose.
When the game was on the line, he'd steal you that base. He'd hit that home run. I think because we played in the Midwest, he never got his due.
As the most unheralded of the National League's new stars, Robinson finally took center stage in 1961 as he led the Reds to the pennant, capturing the MVP.
Did I have something to prove? Yes.
There it goes, a bullet-like drive over the left field screen for Robbie's 34th home run of the season.
I've been in the shadows of Mays, Clemente, Aaron, those guys, and it's not a bad shadow to be in, but still you want to be out and see the sunlight yourself once in a while. And winning the pennant and winning the MVP award kind of said, hey, Frank Robinson is a pretty good ball player himself.
Welcome back. 1-0 your score. The USA leads Canada. You're just joining us. Witt coming home to score on a fielder's choice. Schwarber. Righty-righty matchup is Webb takes the bump. First pitch to Otto Lopez. The Miami Marlin takes the first pitch on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside. 1-0. Dominican Republic leads Korea. That game is 7-0. They are halfway through that one. The winner of this plays the winner of that. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chops it over the head of Bregman and into left field, and it's a leadoff single for Canada. Lopez with good speed takes a wide turn but slams on the brakes here to start the bottom of the first. So Josh Naylor, the batter, first pitch on the way is inside for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Josh doesn't have great speed, so he's a double play candidate, but he's not exactly a statue. And, of course, Lopez can fly as the 0-1 fouls are back. It's 0-2. Standing on deck is Tyler O'Neill, the big slugger for the Baltimore Orioles. Most folks will probably remember him from the St. Louis Cardinals and then Boston. The 0-2 count. Pitch down and in, 1-2. Swing, chops it foul down the first base line. We'll do it again. Thank you, Peter. The 1-2 count. Swing, lifts it down the left field line. Bregman giving chase, foul territory. Over the head catch by Bregman. Great catch by Bregman. He'll fire it into the infield. Lopez is scampering back, one away. Great play by Bregman. Thank you, brother BK. That's going to be a very underrated catch by Bregman. He's on the dead run, his glove over his head, and it starts to fade back over his left shoulder as he's running away from it and still holds on to it. Pitch on the way is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Outside wide, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. We'll get the board figured out here in a second. It is not lined up the way the other one is. It's throwing us off. The 2-0 pitch, swing, hits it on the ground, and just past the diving glove of Witt. And Canada has runners on first and second and one out. Hard hit ball towards the 5-6 hole. Trying to make that stab, just could not get to it. Was Witt. 2 plays now just outside of his grasp. Righty-lefty matchup now is Casey the batter. Casey swings at the first pitch and chops it hard, foul down the first base line. It's 0-1. Owen Casey, the Miami Marlins. Lopez of the Marlins sitting out on second. O'Neill of the Orioles at first. One down, first and second. The 0-1 pitch from Webb. Right there, top of the zone. May have gotten the benefit of the call. 0-2. MLB game, I wouldn't even mention it, but in this WBC, they have been very stingy with the strike zone. So an 0-2 count in the dirt, 1-2. Thank you, Uncle Charlie. One-two count. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. Pulled the string on that one. Nasty pitch. That changeup going down and in. 2 down, big strike out there by Webb. Not out of it yet, but now any kind of an out can get him out of it. The DR still leads Korea at 7-0. They're heading to the 6th in that one. First pitch to Toro, swung on and chopped foul with the changeup. It's 0-1. Swing, chops it. Off the plate, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. He's going changeup to start the at-bat. Runners at first and second. USA leads this one 1-0. So we're just getting going here. Toro steps out of the box. Webb off the bump. They're both back to their battle stations. And here we go. The 0-2 pitch. God, looking strike three. He got caught watching the paint dry, punched him out on the inner track, and we'll head to break. When we return, USA grabs the bats, leading 1-0 here in the WBC.
Y'all never see those videos in New York City in like 1912 and everyone's bustling, hurrying around on the street. And I think, damn, they were stressed back then too, man. And now look, they're all gone. And I know that's depressing to think about, but it reminds me of a quote. Every 100 years, there's all new people, baby. Every 100 years, all new people. The people we're on Earth with right now, this is our crew, okay? In the same way you can't pick your family, but you got to get along with them. We can't pick the people we're on Earth with, but we got to get along, man. In the whole grand scheme of the universe, all the time, all the space, the people on Earth right now, this is a tiny little group, man, and we get to be a part of it, man. Man, be kind to your neighbor, man. This is what it's all about.
Sandberg hitting 327 now. The pitch.
If there was a team that could understand what Robinson was feeling, it was the Detroit Tigers, and they're hitting star Norm Cash. Despite playing in the shadow of the M&M boys, Cash would register a league-leading .361 batting average in 61.
Mano and Maris in New York is a big difference in New York than Detroit, and they got a lot of publicity. Of course, we thought Norm Cash was at that time the best player in the American League. That year that he had was one of the great years that I've ever seen any player have.
Detroit rolled into Yankee Stadium Labor Day weekend, a game and a half behind New York. If Cash and Detroit wanted to grab the spotlight from Mantle and Maris, now was the time.
Again, it's the ever-dangerous Al Kaline giving the ball a tremendous ride.
The Tigers were good, but not good enough. Mantle and Maris each had a 2-home-run game as New York swept Detroit.
And the ball is going, number 53.
Your home for the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Mike Soroka goes back to work. He had 18 pitches in that inning, giving up the 1 run. See how long they go with him. Righty-lefty matchup is Roman Anthony, youngster for the Boston Red Sox. Takes the first pitch on the outer edge for a ball. It's 1-0. The Roman Candle should be the leadoff man for the Red Sox this year. Is the 1-0. Chops it foul. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing. Chops it over towards first. Naylor's got it. He'll step on the bag, and there's G3 in your scorecard. 1 away. One down here in the top of the second. USA leads it 1-0 over Canada. First pitch to Cal Raleigh. The big dumper takes one high and inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 swing. Pops it up. Left side of the infield on the foul territory area, making the catch out there just by the dugout over third base is Bo Naylor, and there's 2 down. Two quick outs here in the top of the second inning. USA leads Canada 1-0. Single elimination tournament going forward. The winner of tonight's game, the winner of the game going on right now, heading to the 6th inning. Dominican Republic leads Korea. This is the first pitch to Terang's outside high and wide. It's 1-0. They'll meet Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, we've got a doubleheader here from the WBC is the 1-0 pitch, high and out of the zone. 2-0. Italy versus Puerto Rico at 3 o'clock, and then we'll shift our attention to Japan is the 2-0, high and out of the zone. 3-0. Japan versus Venezuela, so Shohei Ohtani versus Ronald Acuna, all right here on the BCR starting tomorrow. We'll come on there about 2:45 for the early game. The 3-0 count just grabs you up high for a strike. Top corner. 3-1. On deck is PCA. You could at least clear the number 9 hitter if he can reach the 3-1. Chops it towards the first base dugout. It's a full count. I don't know if y'all caught the end of that game the other night between Venezuela and Dominican Republic, but they almost came back and beat the DR. The payoff pitch, swing, just got a piece of it. Knocked the sinker towards the third base dugout. Full count, 2 outs. The 7th pitch of the at-bat is swatted towards the left field side and out of play. We'll do it again. USA 1, Canada 0. USA, if they win this, they'll play Sunday night, and then the championship would be Tuesday. The payoff pitch. Caught looking strike 3. I mean, right down the pipe. Got to swing that bat, Terang. Terang. We'll be back in a flash. It is 1-0 USA. Canada up next.
What is something that's completely legal that should be illegal?
Using your speakerphone in public. I barely want to listen to my own phone conversations, let alone yours in a Walmart.
Take your seats. because class is in session. Your teacher today is Professor Greg Maddox. He's the only pitcher in history to record more than 300 wins, more than 3,000 strikeouts, and fewer than 1,000 walks. A streak of 17 straight seasons in which he recorded 15 or more wins, the longest in MLB history. He started 25 games in 1994. 24 of those were quality starts. Also that season, he only allowed 4 home runs and 202 innings pitched. And if you think he pitched around hitters, you're wrong. That season, he only walked 31 batters. One last 1994 stat for the road. His batting average that season, .222, was higher than his ERA, 1.56. In June and July of 1995, he threw 51 consecutive innings without issuing a walk. He once threw a complete game with 78 pitches. He won 18 Gold Gloves, which is the record for any position. And I saved the best for last. In 1995 to 2003, he faced 8,026 batters and only had 8,006 pitches called a ball.
This will really be mad that you don't hate yourself. Sorry, Pookie, that is your sport.
Hey, I'm sorry to say this, y'all, but as soon as the lips don't match the words on a Netflix show, I'm turning it off.
He's not supposed to be the one to do this. Nobody should really do this. Oh, please don't do it. Or couldn't it be somebody else? Or basically, couldn't we just let Babe Ruth have that record?
There's a drive to deep right, and there's number 57, Roger Maris.
It amazed me that there was so many people around the country that didn't want to see Roger break that record.
Imagine Yankee fans going to Yankee Stadium and booing Roger Maris, who had 55 home runs.
People are booing you and screaming at you, and that makes it pretty tough on a man.
One to nothing, bottom of the second we go. Canada's turn. They've got 2 hits. The USA's 1 hit, but they trail 1 to nothing. Logan Webb goes back to the hill to try to keep it scoreless here. First pitch on the way is right there. Sweeper smacks the black on the outer edge. It's on 1. Righty, lefty. Speaking of black, Tyler Black, the batter. The designated hitter. Milwaukee Brewers drafted him in the 2021 draft, the 33rd overall pick. Pitch is down and in. Misses for a ball. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Swing rips it down the first base side, but foul. 1-2. He has had 57 at-bats in the major leagues between 2024 and 25. And an OPS is 620. Designated hitter, but is listed as a third baseman. And he is from Toronto, Canada. Played his college ball at Wright State. Bo Naylor on deck. The 1-2 pitch from Webb. He turns, spins, fires, down and away, change up, 2-2. That's his go-to out pitch, his strikeout pitch. He tries to get you a change up, especially for the left-handers. The right-handers, he'll try to put some bend on it, try to get you a chase the slider out in the way of the 2-2. Caught looking strike 3, punched him out with the sweeper, locked him up, 1 away. Filthy pitch. First pitch to Naylor, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Brings it. Just misses outside, changeup, ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Webb comes set. flips one up there should have been a strike. The sweeper hit the top of the zone, did not get the call. Ball 3-0. Actually, two of these pitches of this at bat have hit the zone. The 3-0. Right there, P at the knees, sinker on the outer edge, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is swung on, and that ball's going to be sliced into left field, and that is down for a base hit, and it is a one-out single for the Canadians. Right-handed bat of Clark, the center fielder, made that nifty catch in the first inning, stands at the plate. The first pitch is right there, bang, at the knees, sinker. It's 0-1. Double play in order, but Clark can fly. Denzel Clark. Oakland Athletic, he was born in Toronto, Canada. The 0-1. Right there, sinker, it's 0-2. And it says here, I did not know this, he is the cousin of Bo and Josh Naylor as well. There's a lot of inbreeding going on. The whole team's related. The Canada Crimson Tide. The 0-2. Swing, chops it to short. 6, 4, 3. Will not get Clark. He is flying down the highway. But there are two away. Kind of a slow developing two-hopper. Witt couldn't really charge that ball. He had to wait for the second hop, and by the time he fed it to Terang, Terang did his darndest to try to turn and fire, but Clark can fly. Righty-lefty matchup is Julian. Comes to the plate, first pitch swinging, he slices it towards short, and a leaping grab by Bobby Witt Jr. Man, oh man alive! We're going to get to see him on opening day. That kid can play some ball.
I'm so tired of logging into things! I'm so tired of it! I can't believe I'm gonna have to log into things for the rest of my life! Just let me see my things! My things are right there! Just be logged in! Could we just be logged in?
Tell me you love America without telling me you love America. I was supposed to fly back to the UK yesterday. I said, no thank you, mate. So I took my suitcase and I've just landed in South Carolina. I don't want to go home. I'll miss the food too much. I'll miss the culture too much. I'll miss the country too much. So I said, absolutely not, mate. Financially, probably not the best idea. Let's go.
They had reporters coming from Japan and Europe and Australia, hundreds and hundreds of reporters asking the same question to him, which was, are you going to break Babe Ruth's record?
All your time before the ball game is spent with the photographers, and after the ball game it's the writers, and before the game it's the writers.
Some days I was there 3-4 hours after a ball game, just sitting there with interviews.
I don't think there's ever been a player in the history of sports who's had as much pressure over the length of time that Roger did.
He's getting hate messages, people calling his hotel room. He's losing his hair.
On September 20th, the Yankees played the Orioles in their 154th game. Maris had 58 homers, needing to hit 2 that night to tie the Babe and do it in the length of the season that Ruth had played.
On the 154th ball game, he and I went to the ballpark together, and he was a nervous wreck.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See you off the ballpark. Love you.
Welcome back. 1-0 your score. Good guys. First pitch from Soroka misses for a ball to start the top of the third inning. USA 1-0. 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Ball 2-2-1. Dopey Ken Rosenthal has his back to the camera and is blocking the view of everything as the 2-1 pitch is swung on and chopped over towards first. They put the camera back on it just in time to see an infield single. That went off the glove of Naylor, and it's an infield single to get things going here for the USA. Good to see Iron Lung. First pitch is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. Witt at the plate. Kicks and fires. Cutter misses. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Slider misses. Ball 3-0. So a 3-0 count. Right there, four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour, 3-1. The 3-1. Swing, chops it over towards short. That's going to be a tough throw. They throw it to second. Did they get him? They're going to say he did. Whit'll get for the fielder's choice. One down. I don't know what you're talking about, Brian, but I guess you saw it on your phone or something. I don't know. Featured? I don't know if that just means on your. I don't know what. I really don't know what you're talking about, but okay, we'll take it. They're looking at the play right now on the review. They're not reviewing or challenging the play, but they're showing the review. It definitely looks like that they got him. So Witt at first, and remember he can go with the best of them. Harper at the plate, 1 out. USA leads it 1-0. First pitch on the way is fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss upstairs, 0-2. Count. Soroka comes set, his 43rd pitch, and he'll flip it over to first. Remember, in this round, you can go up to 80. I don't know if he's that stretched out, but you can go up to 80, which means Webb could go up to 80. Webb was up near his limit his last time out, so he may have the ability to go 80. Is the 0-2 down and in? 1-2. And I believe the semifinals and the finals, I believe they're both 95. 1-2. Swing, lifts it. High. Into center field. Very shallow center field. Lopez is going to spit the bit, and the ball's going to drop behind him, but Witt had to play close to the bag, so they'll get him on the force out, 2 down. You can make an argument there that was almost an infield fly, but the ball being up that high, you shouldn't call it. Memo to the umpires from the 2012 wildcard game, Braves Cardinals. Never forget, never forget. Aaron Judge, the batter. He'll dig in from the right side. First pitch, check swing, cutter right down the pipe on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it down and away. 1-1. 1-1 count. Standing on deck is Schwarber. Judge 1 for 1. He rocked a double down the left field line his first time up, which led to the USA's run. The 1-1 inside. 2-1, 97 miles an hour. Man, Soroka's bringing it. Good thing we gave up on this guy, right? We couldn't use starting pitching right now. The 2-1 pitch. Down and away, 3-1. Good to see you, Cody and Lynn. Tell Lynn to be strong. The 3-1. Just misses outside ball 4. He's going to head on down to first. Is Cody from South Carolina? I'm so confused by the email names they have up there now. We used to know the nicknames. Just wondering if that's first pitch on the way is out there on the outer edge for a ball. It's 1-0. I know we had a cat from South Carolina. We got to talk about the Huddle House last season. The 1-0 down and in, 2-0. And if it's not you, then I apologize. It's hard to keep track of all these. I don't know why YouTube did it, but they did it. And we're stuck with it, so what are you going to do? The 2-0 count, Schwarber. 2 on, 2 out. Man, would this be a good time to thump one? The pitch, right down the pipe. Good Lord, Schwarber. I know that if Soroka was wearing a Braves jersey, that thing would be sitting in the seats right now. There is a left-hander warming up for Canada, so they're thinking about going to the pen early. The 2-1, swing, chops it down the third base line. It's going to be a tough play. Fires it over to first. Wide throw. Good play by Naylor to keep it from going into the foul territory, and the bases are loaded. There are 2 outs. Schwarber doesn't have great speed, but he was busting it down the line. We now have ducks all over the pond. Bases are loaded. There's 2 outs and Bregman due up. Quick mound visit. I don't believe you'd be going to the left hand right here with Bregman. I think they're trying to get through him and then maybe start off the next inning. There's a left-hander due up afterwards. If he can't get Bregman here, then he would probably go to the lefty working in the bullpen. Remember, this is an elimination game, winner take all, one and done. So you manage this like a game 7. For both sides. Bregman standing in. First pitch on the way. High and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Dominican Republic thumping Korea right now. Republic of Korea is trailing 7-0, bottom of the 7th. And the DR is threatening the 1-0. Grabs a sweeper, just kisses the inside of the zones 1-1. So unless Korea has one heck of a rally here, the winner of this game gets the Dominican Republic, and that's not exactly a prize. That is a tough lineup. 1-1 count. Right there. Phew, Lord, almost got him at the knees. Pinching the zone once again on both sides. The pitch from Soroka. Upstairs, inside for a strike again. Second time he's hit him with that slider on the inner track. Coming in with sweeping action. The 2-2, swing and dribbles it over towards third. Diving play over there at third. High throw, the ball is going to get away. 1 run will score. The ball goes into the seats. It's 2-0 USA. It's 3-0 USA. So that'll most likely be scored an infield single and an E5, because that was going to take a perfect play by Toro. If you remember the game we did against Cuba the other day, the elimination game, Canada and Cuba had some horrific defensive plays in that game. And Toro, I mean, that, honestly, the way he threw the ball there, he kind of shoved it. I don't want to say he threw it like a girl, but kind of looked like your aunt out there playing restaurant league softball, and she's never played third before, and throwing with the wrong arm. We'll be back in a flash. It's 3-0 USA. See if I can pile on any other insult when I come back.
You want a girl with boobs? I got you. You want a girl with ass? I also got you. You want a girl with a flat stomach? You want a girl with boobs?
You're a bad-mannered, bad-tempered, outrageous female. But I've discovered I cannot live without you. It's a shameful confession for a sane man to make.
2 outs with men at first and second. Chipper Jones is due to hit. Sort of busy in the Dodger bullpen as Bobby Cox watches his club trying to pull this one out in the bottom of the ninth. The game is tied 1-1.
Dave Wallace, the pitching coach, is coming out.
And the Dodger right-hander will inherit a 2-0 count. And a high drive hit deep to right. Mondesi all the way back, and this game is over. Chipper Jones on the first pitch from Cianez hits it out. A 3-run home run, and the Braves beat the Dodgers 4-1.
He came to me and told me, he said he just couldn't play tonight.
Houck eventually convinced Maris to play, and he drew closer to Ruth in the third inning.
There's one. It is going. It is going. It is gone. Number 59.
In the seventh inning, he hit a towering drive into the Baltimore night, but the ball and Maris would fall short. He hadn't beaten Ruth's pace, but he still could have the record as well as the asterisk that came with it.
There are still 8 Yankee games to be played in the expanded schedule, but the baseball commissioner says Ruth's record must be broken during a schedule that matches the one in the year he made his mark.
On September 26th, Maris hit his 60th home run.
And it is number 60. How about that?
Welcome back. Well, I got to the bottom. What's wrong with Toro? As the first pitch on the way is down and away, called for a strike. It's 0-1. It's the left-hander, Ashman. Can't help but think of Kramer and Seinfeld. He's the Ash Man. The 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Slider off the edge. It's 0-2. Toro, and I thought it was the same guy, but Toro is a first baseman by trade. He has played some third, but you can tell not much. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, slider, strikeout. That'll end the inning. So the Ash Man gets Canada out of it. It's 3-0 good, guys. We'll be back in a flash. Going to the bottom of the third. Time for Webb to spin one.
Sometimes I think, and then I forget.
Watching Pedro Martinez got me to thinking. I got to witness one of the greatest, most dominating stretches for a pitcher in Major League history. In 1997, not only did he become the only Expo ever to win a Cy Young Award, he also led the league in half a dozen pitching categories. Also that season, he became the first pitcher since Walter Johnson to reach 300 strikeouts with an ERA under 2. Just 2 years later, he won the pitching Triple Crown, finishing with a 23-4 record, a 2.07 ERA, and 313 strikeouts. He became the only 20th century pitcher to notch 300 strikeouts in a season without being 6 feet tall. His 1.74 ERA in 2000 was the lowest in the American League since 1978. Even more impressive was the fact that the next closest pitcher in the American League was more than double his ERA. His 118-36 record from 1997 to 2003 almost doesn't seem real, considering this is at the height of the steroid era. I'm fully convinced those 7 years are the best in MLB history, considering the time frame, the hitter-friendly park he pitched in. Do you think another pitcher had a more dominant stretch?
The countdown continued throughout the last games of the season. Game 159, 160, 161, they all passed. And still Roger Maris did not connect for that big. The tension built right up to the last game of the season. This was Maris' last chance.
October 1st, 1961, game number 162.
I imagine after all this is over, somebody may write a story about the month-long, day in, day out, excruciating pressure.
To just think back of that day now, I tell you, I was so mentally tired and wore.
In the 4th inning, he walked into the batter's box against Red Sox rookie Tracy Stallard.
Just standing up, waiting to see if Maris is going to hit number 61.
Now, all of us are on the threshold of the greatest performance in baseball history.
Here's the windup. Fastball hit deep to right. This could be it. Way back there. Holy cow!
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
3-0 your score. USA leads Canada bottom of the 3rd. First pitch is down and in for a strike. It's 0-1. What's for dinner there, BCR Nation? Is the 0-1 from Webb. Swing and a miss. Otto Lopez, the leadoff hitter, just got a piece of it. Foul tips it into the glove. And Cal Raleigh, it's 0-2. Doing a little bit of wraps here. Little turkey ham and tomato wrap with bacon. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, chops it over towards short. Bobby Witt's got it, fires it over there, unloads the cannon. 6-3, one away. One up, one down. Thank you, Cody, for the donation. Got the says, Ling, you are beautiful. Let's make things happen. As the first pitch on the way to Naylor is going to be a soft line drive into the glove. Bobby Witt Jr., man, he's been busy tonight. 2 down. Got a feeling, I feel Bobby Witt, man. He's going to be thrilled about that day off tomorrow. So if you missed it, they shuffled the hell out of the bracket. Originally the way it lined up, but I guess it was just, it wasn't in stone, as the first pitch to O'Neill from Webb is a sinker on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Originally, it was set up where it looked like had the USA won their bracket. As the 1-0 swing lifts it high and deep into left field. Drifting over, making the catch. F7 in your scorecard. And that'll end the inning. We'll get into that when we return. Cal Raleigh leads us off, the 7-8-9 hitter for USA here on the BCR on a Friday night.
Say something that is controversial but shouldn't be.
Lettuce is essentially useless. It's not the best part of anything it's involved in. No one's ever had a Big Mac and thought, that's some good shredded iceberg.
There are many times I believe the Baseball Writers Association got it wrong when it comes to the Hall of Fame, but this might be the worst. Joltin' Joe DiMaggio, one of the most historic Yankees of all time, didn't make the Hall of Fame until his 4th year on the ballot. Even more mind-boggling is the fact that in 2 of those years, he received less than half of the vote. Without question, he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. The fact that he wasn't is just plain wrong. In his 13-year career, he never missed an All-Star game. His 3 MVP awards are second only to Barry Bonds. In case you haven't heard, he holds one of baseball's most unbreakable records, a 56-game hitting streak. He hit 300 or better in 11 of his 13 seasons. His .325 career batting average ranks 48th all time. At no point in his career did he finish with single digits in home runs. He ended his career with 431 more walks than he had strikeouts. Or how about the fact he only struck out 8 more times than he homered in his career? How could you not put in someone who averaged 107 runs, 28 home runs, 118 RBIs, and 304 total bases over his career?
Did I my pants today? And if the answer is no, you're doing all right.
Roger just put his head down. He didn't jump in the air. He didn't wave his hands. He played it like all the other home runs he had hit in that season.
A standing ovation for Roger Maris. They are standing and asking Roger to come out. Come out, Roger. How about it?
So people kept clapping. The guys trying to push me out of the dugout, and I was embarrassed to go out there, you know. Really, I was embarrassed to go out there.
Meanwhile, Mantle could only watch his teammate on television from the hospital.
I would like to say that I think that's the greatest single feat I've ever seen in my life when he hit those 61 home runs.
3-0 USA. We're hitting the top of the 4th inning. Ashman's going back to the bump. The southpaw. Set to face the switch-hitting Cal Raleigh, who had 60 home runs last year. First time ever for a catcher or a switch hitter to slam 60. First pitch hits upstairs for a strike. It's on 1. The 0-1. Outside wide. 1-1. Riley's 0 for 1 on the day, fouled out in the 2nd inning. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, Seattle Mariner fame, the 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And even if you're a Yankees fan, I think you have to agree that he got hosed on that MVP deal. And don't get me wrong, Aaron Judge had a great year. But you have to give it to the guy who's catching all those innings, hitting 60 home runs, and breaking that kind of barrier for a backstop is the 1-2 check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 2-2. And he literally was the most valuable player for Seattle. Without him, they are not making the playoffs. I think if it's even somewhat up in the air, you give it to the catcher. The 2-2. Swing. And a miss. Strike 3. Bad camera work. Had to pause there for a second, trying to figure out what they're doing. Because Rosenthal wants to show off another bow tie here in a second. 3-0 your score. Now it's a swing and a miss, strike 3. It looked like they had fouled it off that last pitch, but he started walking away, so I just assumed it was a strikeout. And anyways, such is dealing with Fox Sports. They are not good at covering this game. First pitch on the way to Turang is right there on the outer edge, 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Absolutely brutal in October when you have to deal with them. The 0-1. Swing, slices it into left field, and that's down for a base hit. And Turang gets on base. 1 on, 1 out. Pete Crow Armstrong will come to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch is high and inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Kicks and fires. Down and into it. I'm not sure what they're... So, if you are... Man, I would be irate if this was involving the game we're doing right now is the 2-0. Down and away, 3-0. So let me set the scene for you here. They had Dominican Republic... Okay, they run ruled them. That's what happened. Okay, the game is over. It is 10-0. Final. The 3-0 right there on the outer edge. 3-1. I didn't see them go to break or announce a final. I go to look over there, and they have the Live Golf kicking. I'm like, what happened to the ball game? So I'm trying to find it. It's a 3-1 to PCA. Runner at first, one out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Chased a four-seam fastball just above the letters, full count. Now, I thought they had preempted the end of the baseball game to bring you Live Golf. Full count. Terang with a decent lead over at first. With the left-hander there, it doesn't look like he's leaning. The payoff pitch, swing, lifted, high and deep into center field. Not going to quite get enough of that, and Clark will make the catch right there at the 4:09 mark, 2 away. He just missed timing that up. PCA's had a couple of big hits in this tournament. Just missed another one. Three to nothing your score, top of the fourth inning. First pitch is outside wide, changeup misses, it's 1-0. The 1-0 in the dirt, four-seam fastball, ball 2-0. Bobby Witt Jr. is 0 for 1 on the day. He has been busy with the glove. The 2-0. Swing, chopper back to the mound. This should be an easy 1-3. It is, and that'll end the inning. So, USA puts one on, but nothing doing. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning, leading by 3. Canada's turn when we return.
Tell me you grew up poor without telling me you grew up poor.
For an after-school snack, I get to have some ramen noodles. But my mom wouldn't cook them. She just gave me the brick. Just a dry brick of ramen. So I'd watch the radio and eat it like a sad Pop-Tart.
This is the career of Frank Thomas. His career was built on patience, not swinging at anything off the plate. This led to a career .419 on base percentage, good enough for 22nd all-time. He had a very unique routine in the on-deck circle. He would swing a rusted piece of rebar he found during the renovation project in Old Comiskey Park. He is one of only 3 first basemen in history to win consecutive MVP awards. From 1991 to 1997, he finished in the top 10 of MVP voting every year. He holds 9 White Sox batting records. He is the only player in Major League history to have 7 consecutive seasons of a 300 batting average and at least 100 walks, 100 runs, 100 runs batted in, and 20 home runs. He is one of only 9 players to have 500 home runs and a 300 batting average. Let's also not forget he was a 5-time All-Star, a 4-time Silver Slugger, and won a batting title.
As the ball went into the right field stands, tears just ran down Mickey's face for 2 reasons. One, because his teammate and friend Roger had done it, and because he knew that he, Mickey, had blown the opportunity to become the greatest single-season home run hitter of all time as a result of this injury.
Seemed like I spent all my time in the hospital watching somebody else play.
If it was bittersweet for Mantle, for Maris, it was something else.
We were all watching Roger, and you could just see this sigh of relief going, it's over, it's over. When the game was over, they brought Mrs. Ruth down by the clubhouse, and Raj, he whispered something in her ear. He said, Mrs. Ruth, don't feel badly. Nobody will replace the Babe.
The most dramatic home run chase in baseball history was complete. But for the Yankees, the drama wasn't. With Mantle injured and Maris exhausted, the team now had to rally to regain what it wanted most, the championship.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. If you haven't checked it out yet, we got a new Ducks emoji for Country Club members. I thought they did a pretty good job on that one. Y'all let me know if it shows up well on the phone. I haven't tested it out on the phone. That's always the big question. They'll look good when we get them made, and then whether or not you can tell. You can't put a lot of definition on them, because if you do, it just turns into a blur. Casey, the batter, takes the first pitch in for a ball, 1-0, and Webb spins one up there, right there at the knees. That'll even up the count, 1-1. 3-0 your score. Canada leads it, or Canada trails the USA. USA leads it 3-0. Canada at the plate as the 1-1 misses outside wide. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Swing, lifts it to center field. Coming over, making the running catch is PCA. 1 away. The baseball with the wave inside, I think, probably looks better now that we took it was a darker wave with BCR on it. We just took all that out and just made a baseball into the wave. I think that one looks better. Y'all let me know, because I don't see it as often on my phone. Pitch right there, change up at the knees to start off the at-bat to Toro, who had the costly error earlier in the game. Takes it right there at the kneecaps. It's 0-1. He's really had that change-up working tonight as the 0-1. Busts a sweeper down, just misses the zone. I'm telling you, Major League Baseball, so many of these pitches that are being pinched would be called strikes, because if you're right there, they're going to give it to you. The 1-1, swing, lifts it into right center field, down for a base hit, and Canada has 1 on and 1 out. Aaron Judge scoops it up and gets it into the infield. So the tying run will move on deck. Toro will make way for the designated hitter Black, and he'll take the first pitch right there for a strike. 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup, infield back into the right. The 0-1 pitch. Right there, changeup. 0-2. The 0-2. Check swing, sweeper to go around. He did not. 1-2. The 1-2. Just misses high out of the zone. 2-2. USA 3, Canada nothing. Bottom of the 4th. The 2-2 from Webb. He's about to hit pitch number 50. The pitch is swung on and banged down the first base line. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup. Strike 3. Filthy pitch. Two down now, and Bo Naylor. The backstop comes to the plate. First pitch on the way is a cutter inside. It's 1-0. Bo's cousin on deck, his brother. 3 batters away is the 1-0 inside. Ball 2-2-0. 2-0 count. Pitch swung on and ripped over to first, but it's an atom ball. Harper will step on the pillow, and that'll end the inning. USA will grab the sticks when we return, leading by 3. Can't let rest on the laurels. Ball's been flying out of this stadium. Aaron Judge due up when we return.
They always say that you only live once. And that is such a relief. I cannot do this a second time, thank God.
What's something that you did in elementary school that you're still proud of to this day?
Red Rover champion. Cleaned house that day. I mean, it was last week and I was filling in for janitor, but win's a win.
Oh, I appreciate it, my man.
What are you doing? Did you just got pickup?
Yeah, what does it look like I did?
We're not going in?
No, I got what I needed. Now we can go.
What's the point?
It's way fast.
What is the point of going to Target if you can't go in and walk around with your Starbucks drink?
This is the point. So you exactly can't do that. No, because you did not need anything. I got some shirts and some shorts. Because this is what I needed. You need nothing. You just want to.
I want to do shirts and shorts. We're going in.
No, we're leaving. That's the point of the drive up.
Serious right now?
I'm dead ass.
Do you want to start a war?
This is starting a war. Are you kidding me?
As the 1961 World Series got set to open in New York, the Cincinnati Reds were brimming with confidence, looking to do what the Pirates had done to the Yankees a year earlier, and what the Reds themselves had done to the National League. And the Yankees, they had a big problem. Mickey Mantle was still hurt.
He was weak. He was very pale, I remember, and the feeling was he'd never make it to the series.
Starting the series without their best player was cause for anxiety, but sending 25-game winner Whitey Ford to the mound for Game 1 was helpful in calming Yankee fears.
We had Whitey. If it went 7 games, I was going to pitch him at least 3. And that was our ace in the hole.
And putting Ford out there for Game 1 immediately paid dividends.
He was tough. He was like a surgeon. Just kind of cut us up and we didn't know we were bleeding. And he totally dominated the game.
Ford blanked the Reds 2-0.
Ford has his 3rd straight World Series shutout.
He'd have a chance to make history later in the series.
Welcome back. Three to nothing your score as we head on top of the 5th. And everybody loves Raymond. Thank you, Raymond Lovelace. Supporting the channel with the memberships. 5 spot on the board. First pitch on the way to Harper. Lefty-lefty matchup as they leave Ashman in. And it's right there for a strike. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a fielder's choice and a run scored. Bryce Harper at the plate. Aaron Judge is on deck. The 0-1. Swing and chops it over to first. And that's going to be another G3. No way. Bryce Harper, DeRosa can no longer defend betting that guy second in the order. He is batting 167 in the series, in the tournament. He's got him batting second. Aaron Judge, First pitch on the way is down and away. It's 1-0. We talked about this last time USA played, but for my money, I'm putting Judge and Schwarber at the top of the order. I don't have a problem with Witt leading off, as the first pitch is off of that is inside, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. Witt gets on base and he's got good speed, so I get that. But I would honestly just flip-flop Schwarber and Harper if you're not wanting to move Judge out of the 3-hole. The 1-1 swing hits it hard on the ground to third, but it's right at the third baseman Toro. This time he'll make the play. 2 down. Still doesn't look very comfortable over there. And after you realize that he's primarily a first baseman, it's just a miracle that he's throwing it to the right direction. He's going to grab one over there and chuck it into the third base dugout. Schwarber at the plate. The southpaw stay in. First pitch misses high and out of the zone. Slider misses. 1-0. Micah Ashman, drafted by the Tigers in the 11th round, born in Salt Lake, Utah, is the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. He's yet to make his debut in the major leagues. But he was in the minors in 24 and 25 as the 1-1 pitch. Swing, chops it over to first, and that'll be a G3, and it'll be a quiet inning for the Americans. So clinging to a 3-0 lead, but you can't feel too comfortable about that. We'll be back in a flash as the Canadians will grab the sticks when we come back.
If you're ever feeling useless, just remember, you will never be as useless as a gas station across the street from Buc-ee's.
Best Larry Bird story would be the time I was on the floor with the great Pete Maravich, who was on our team at that time. We had Pete at the end of his career, and we had Larry in the beginning stages of his career. So Pete passes the ball to Larry. Pete's man runs down and double teams Larry. Larry puts some up shot. It goes astray. And we come back to the bench, and Pete goes, Larry, you're being double teamed, man. You got to pass the ball. And Larry looked up and said, if you were any good, there would be double teaming me.
Tell me you're dangerous without actually telling me you're dangerous.
One time I accidentally ate an entire pack of American cheese slices without taking them out of the wrappers. By the time they came out the other end, they looked exactly the same as when they went in. Made my butt feel like a Polaroid camera.
The Yankees had to send someone else to the mound in Game 2. And against Ralph Terry, Cincinnati's bats heated up. It was time for the bomber hitters to respond. And without Mantle, they desperately needed something from Roger Maris.
Strikes out Maris, and Raj walks off in disgust.
Roger Maris was physically and emotionally exhausted.
Resurgent Reds pitcher Joey J had led the National League in wins, and now he silenced all the Yankee bats as Cincinnati evened the series.
I pretty much shut them down. I think they ended up with 4 hits or something like that.
Suddenly, the mighty Yanks didn't seem so mighty.
Joey J was the guy that beat us, and he said he wished the Yankees were in the National League. They wouldn't last too far long in the standings.
Back in Cincinnati, the atmosphere was festive as the Reds were hosting a World Series game for the first time in 21 years.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. We are heading to the bottom of the 5th. Webb will go back out there. 55 pitches. Remember, he can throw 80. I don't know if they'll push it to 80, but by the rules, he can do it. First pitch right there for a sinker's up top for a strike. It's on 1. If he gets a really quick inning, you can see him going back out there for inning number 6. But some of this stuff has to be okayed by the organization he pitches for, too. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So they have all that information. They don't let everybody know about it for good reason. want that tucked under your cap, but I'd say most of them are pretty well versed on which teams are allowing what guys to do what. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing misses high, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss changeup. Pulled the string. Strike 3. 5th strikeout of the night for Logan Webb. 1 away. I don't know if Chop Shop or one of our other sideline reporters can fill us in on it, but I was wondering because I have not seen anything else on it as the first pitch right there on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Has anybody seen an update about the whole Tarek Skubal thing where he said, originally wasn't supposed to pitch and after that first game, but then he said he wanted to, but I haven't heard any update past that. The 0-1 right there, sweeper at the knees. It's 0-2. Thank you, Iron Lung. 5 spot on the board for Iron Lung. First pitch off that chain. Man, that 0-2 almost got him looking right there. That changeup kissed the outer edge. It's 1-2. These guys are going to get back to Major League Baseball. They're just going to be dusting guys left and right as the sweeper outside wide 2-2. They're calling such tight zones here in the WBC. Well, I know that, but I just didn't know if anyone had actually heard a definite one way or the other. The 2-2. Outside wide. 3-2. Big picture. I understand why Boris would be protective over his client, but big picture, even if he said, hey, you're not pitching 80 pitches or whatever, the number. Payoff pitch, outside wide ball 4. So Webb got ahead 0-2, then 4 consecutive balls. Send the base runner down to first, 1 out. The big picture, if you're looking at it, getting a new contract, if he ends up being a part of this thing where USA goes and wins this whole thing, and he's got a big moment in it, that 400 you go to 450 real quick. Otto Lopez, the batter. And he's got bukus of insurance on him right now. As the first pitch is down and in for a ball, it's 1-0. So I know they're limping to the finish line with some of them because a couple of guys have already been pulled. But I haven't seen an update, so I'm assuming it's no dice. And it's not like he's on the USA roster right now. They could always add him going into Sunday or Tuesday. As Keller's warming up in the bullpen, they're going to have a quick powwow on the mound with Webb and the entire infield. Might be just talking about strategy, but it also could be just to buy time. 65 pitches, he's got a 1-0 count on the batter at the plate. The runner at first, 1 out. Lopez with good speed. He's hard to double up. And he is 1 for 2 on the day. So here we go. The 1-0 pitch. Swing. Chops it off his instep. Bouncing around. Hopping around. Trying to walk that off. Rub a little dirt on it. It's 1-1. It is a contract year for Skubal, James. That's the whole reason why it's a thing. But it's more so because it's Scott Boras. But he said that he wanted to play and he was going to talk to his team, but everybody knows that's code due. Code due. I gotta go ask permission from Mr. Boras. 1-1 count. down below the knees. 2-1. You'd think if he could give you one more go, 4 or 5 innings or whatever. The 2-1 from Webb. Right there, smacks the black on the outer edge. It's 2-2. I'd be holding him for the championship game anyways, because to me it's a better matchup for him to go up against Ohtani and the other left-handers from Japan. The 2-2 swing, bangs it down the left field line, third base line. We'll do it again. Skeens really matches up better against the DR with all their right-handed sluggers. 2-2 count. Brings it. Outside wide, full count. So Webb, I think, is running out of gas. He's at 70 pitches. This is a pretty high number this late in the spring. Keller looks to be ready. This will be his last batter, I would have to think. You'd love a double play, but Lopez has got very good speed at the plate. The payoff pitch, swing, chopper, back to the mound. It's going to be a throw down to second. They're going to relay it, and it's going to be a 1-4-3. Did they not give him the force out at second? They got the man at first with these. I think they're saying that the throw might have pulled him off the bag. Webb got the ball and fired it to second base. And Terang, I don't know, this is interesting because 20 years ago, it's an obvious play. They're saying that he beat the throw, and he did. But he also dove over the bag. I don't think they're going to call it, though. So we're going to get a pitching change from Keller. And there's a runner at second. There are 2 outs. Keller's going to come on and try to put out the fire when we return. 3-0 your score. USA over Canada here in the WBC. Win or go home.
Hello, I'm Charles Daniels. For years, we've been taking you to villages like this and showing you the heartbreak of families whose only mistake was being born poor. They need your help, and for only
$2.99
a month, you can provide
the Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
Ask for more. Sorry? Ask for more money. Why are you starting so low?
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
As you can see, these villagers are desperate for your help, so don't hesitate. Dial the number and send over
$2.99
a month. That's all we need. Start higher. I know, right?
$2.99
a month. May not sound like a lot, but it can mean so much to
Braves Country Radio.
It's not even a round number. I'm just saying, why not start at
$2.99
a month? That's all these people need to survive. And they'd be so lucky and appreciative to get it. So for the price of a cup of coffee.
You talking about all they need to send is the bare minimum to keep us alive.
How you gonna save our lives with only 39 cents? Because I'm trying to do the math in my head, but I just can't see it.
$2.99
This is plenty.
He keeps saying
$2.99
Why you keep saying
For the price of a cup of coffee.
why it can't be the price of an Arizona iced tea?
Because it's not the price of an Arizona, it's got to be coffee.
It don't though.
Plus, coffee is way more expensive than
$2.99
You know, for a starving village, you people have a lot of energy.
Hey, how much was that coffee?
It doesn't matter.
I bet you don't even know what country you in.
I do know what country I'm in.
What country you at? What country you at?
Braves Country Radio.
All right, look.
Hey, if you want to see this cheap ass white man again, you better send us
$2.99
cash right now. Don't hesitate.
Brad Keller coming on, the right-hander. 2.07 ERA out of the pen with the Cubs last year. Fires the first pitch. It is a slider upstairs. Josh Naylor, left-handed bat, who's popped out and lined out. It's 0-1. USA 3, Canada nothing. USA jumped out to an early 3-0 lead, but has done little since. The 0-1 swing, bangs it Over to first, it'll stay fair. Harper grabs it, steps on the bag, and that'll end the inning. So just like that, Keller comes out and puts out the fire. We'll head to break. Bregman, Anthony, and Raleigh when we begin the 6th here in Houston, Texas.
I know I got brain rot because on a cover letter for the job, I wrote work, and I spelled it with an E. I said, I would like to work for your company. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is that they hired me and I couldn't live up to the hype. They thought they were hiring a fun game, and then I show up and turns out I don't work. I can barely even serve. It's terrible.
I only listen to 3 people. My barber, my dog, and the hostess at the Cracker Barrel. If you're nice to her, she gives you extra crayons, so.
And the Reds shared their fans' enthusiasm for World Series glory.
Going back to Cincinnati, we definitely thought we had the upper hand.
After sitting out the first 2 games, Mickey Mantle had seen enough, deciding that no matter how much pain he was in, he was going to play. But as the game began, Mantle's presence in the lineup didn't seem to matter, as knuckleballer Bob Perky baffled the Yanks.
Perky was pitching so well that we thought we had the game in hand.
With the Reds leading 2-1, with 2 outs in the 8th inning, they were just 4 outs away from taking a series lead. Then Johnny Blanchard was summoned to pinch hit.
I was looking for my bat, and Mickey Mantle was standing by the bat rack. And he said, John, he's going to throw you a slider, first pitch for a strike, a hard slider. And then he's going to come back with the knuckleball. Well, I'm telling you right now, I couldn't hit a knuckleball. If Bob Perky would have thrown the ball in the press box, I'd have jumped up and swung at it. I was swinging at the first pitch because Mickey Mantle told me. Well, sure enough, here comes a hard slider for a strike.
Blanchard swings at the first pitch and sends a towering fly deep to right field. Frank Robinson goes back, but the ball sails over the bleacher fence for a pinch hit home run. And the score is deadlocked at 2-2.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back into a 3-0 score. United States leads Canada. We're heading to the top of the 6th inning. You can close the books on Logan Webb now. Mr. Webb went 4 2/3, 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, no runs across. And Felipe Amont will come on for the Canadians, right-hander. First pitch on the way is a curveball inside for a ball. It's 1-0. This should come as no shock. Felipe Amont is from Quebec, Canada, and was drafted by the Mariners way back in 2007 in the first round. The 1-0 swing rips it down the left field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. Oh, just foul. Bregman just missing the line. Of course, his old home ballpark here in Houston. Went to Boston last year and now is a Chicago Cub, and he just missed pay dirt by. It's one of those ones, if you played the show, it tells you that you missed the foul pole by 3.6 feet. It's one of those. The 1-1 from Felipe. High and out of the zone, 4-seam fastball, 2-1. So Felipe, 6'7", 265-pounder. We put him on the boxing team on Canada. The 2-1. Inside, almost gets Bregman in the noggin. He has to bend out of the way. Curveball, doubt there was any intent. Felipe just turned 37 years old. 3-1 count. Swing rips it over towards third. Toro's got it, kind of lunges it over there to first, 1 away. I mean, they've picked a heck of a guy to play third base over there. Doesn't look, I don't know if he's got an arm injury or what the deal is, but he is a very strange release for a Major League Baseball third baseman. You wouldn't think nothing of it if you were watching your local softball league third baseman doing it, but a major league third baseman, he kind of shoves it. He doesn't really throw it. Curveball misses outside to Roman Anthony. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. The Roman Candle digs in. Here's the pitch. High and out of the zone. Curveball misses. 2-0. Winner take all. Winner go home. The winner goes heading on to the semifinals Sunday night versus the Dominican Republic. The 2-0 pitch. Right there, cutter. 2-1. Canada won their pool. USA finished in second. The 2-1. Swing. Fouls it away. 2-2. If they continue to go by seeding, the USA would be the away team on Sunday night as well, but I don't know how they do that because they don't seem to have anything in stone as far as how they bring this to you. Is the 2-2. Way outside wide, four-seam fastball, full count. So full count. Brings it. Fouls it back behind the plate. We'll do it again. It's kind of difficult to get a rhythm 45 because you're taking so many days off in between these games. And baseball is all about timing. I mean, I'm with you. I would have thought the offense would have clicked more, but I think some of it's got to do with the schedules. The payoff pitch, swing, rolls it in between. Oh, that's going to be an infield single. A perfectly placed ground ball past the pitcher, Felipe. He was trying to get to the ball, and once the first baseman, Naylor, left the bag, that was going to be it. Naylor had to go back to first. No one was going to be there to cover it. So went into the Bermuda Triangle in between the pitcher, the first baseman, and the second baseman in the infield grass, and it's 1 on, 1 out, and Anthony's got speed. First pitch on the way is outside wide to the big dumper. Cal Raleigh takes it. It's 1-0. (1-0). 3-0 your score. Top of the 6th, USA leads it. The pitch is in the dirt. Good take, 2-0. Terang is on deck. They kept the line moving. It would be PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, and then Bobby Witt Jr. to the top of the order. The 2-0. Swing, rips it. If that's fair, just foul. My word, Cal Raleigh smoked one down the right field line into the upper deck, and it crossed over the foul pole to the wrong side, maybe 15, 20 feet before it would have hit pay dirt. The 2-1 count. High and out of the zone, 3-1. That's 2 balls that have been hit in this inning. Just a little straighter, and they're going to be out of the park and on the board. Cal's going to step out of the box for a second and adjust his gloves. USA 3, Canada nothing. The 3-1 to Raleigh. Pitch. Outside wide, ball 4. He'll head on down to first. And looks like the skipper's going to come out here for Canada, so they're going to make another pitching change. We got runners at first and second. 1 out. A 3-run lead. And the bullpen opens up again for Team Canada.
If anyone cares, I now identify as bacon. 73% fat and salty as
When people ask me, how'd you get so funny? I say, it's the same way I get so much volume in my hair. It's all the damage.
I'm quitting the internet. I think all the comments about how I got too fat and how I'm not masculine enough and how I have woman-like hair and how I swear too much. I think all those comments, they've just got to me. They've hurt me, and I'm quitting the internet. I'm a dreadful liar, but I'm back. I'm back.
Who was the best trash talker you played against?
Larry Bird.
Everybody says that.
He's the GOAT. He's the best trash talker ever.
He is the GOAT of trash talkers, Bird.
Y'all, am I tripping, or does it seem like these mosquitoes nowadays be pulling your socks down so they can bite you?
Circle of bases, and all the guys are happy, you know. Mickey still standing down by the bat rack. He wasn't smiling either. He said, "Hey, Blanche." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You owe me a 6-pack." I said, "Oh, man, I'll get you a case."
The Yankees had pulled even, and as the game moved into the 9th, Roger Maris stepped to the plate, yet to record even a hit in the series.
There's one. It is deep to right field, and that ball is going, and it is gone. Roger Maris gets his first hit of the series.
He hits the home run that puts the Yankees ahead with some mystical strength, some magic that he still had left in his body.
Maris's homer would give the Yankees the victory in Game 3.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Pitch on the way is swung on. That ball's roped into center field. That's down for a base hit, and the USA is taking a 4-0 lead. Apologize, we lost the feed for a second. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Screen went absolutely blank just before the inning came back. Still kind of choppy on my end. I'll try to fix it at the next frame. Hard hit ball up the middle. Pete Crow Armstrong now the batter. RBI single for Bryce Terang. First pitch swinging by PCA, and that ball's going to get dropped down into center field. That's down for a base hit, and the USA leads 5-0. We'll play station to station baseball as they get the ball back in quickly. Bobby Witt Jr., the batter. Lefty-righty matchup is the southpaw. He's thrown just a few pitches here. He's already given up 2 base hit, and it's now 5-0 USA. Macco, the pitcher. Adam Macco. We saw him the other day in the game against Cuba. Drafted by the Mariners in 19, the 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2-2-0. And he is with the Toronto Blue Jays organization as we speak. 2-0 count. Lefty-righty, pitch on the way. Right there, 4-seam fastball taken all the way. 2-1. Witt at the plate, runners at first and second. Speed on the base pads and speed at the plate. So He can get one into the gap. We'll start the merry-go-round. The 2-1 pitch. Brings it. Swing, chops it over to third, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play. Steps on third base. It'll be a 5-3 put out on the other end, and they'll get out of the jam, but not before the USA put 2 on the board. 5-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Let me break you down. I'm sorry that you had a up life. I didn't.
You guys have to see what I found. Oh my god, it's a pen! Could you... Oh, it's so fun! Imagine signing divorce papers with this! So Suzanne, how are the kids? Oh!
I've been seeing some people in the comments talk about how England is better than America. All right, England, let's go toe-to-toe with our towers then, okay? Washington Monument versus Big Ben, all right? Washington Monument, 555 feet tall. Big Ben, 315, okay? I mean, come on, brother. The Washington Monument is made out of marble and granite. Big Ben is made out of what? Gingerbread? Like everything else over there? I mean, come on, man.
And for the 4th game, they sent out Whitey Ford to put a stranglehold on the series. Like Maris and Mantle, Ford had a chance to break one of Babe Ruth's records, consecutive scoreless innings pitched in World Series play.
Before the game in Cincinnati, writers said, well, you're going for the record today, and I had no idea what they were talking about.
While Ford didn't receive the attention his teammates had, he did break the record, and he continued to frustrate the Reds.
And Matt makes 30 straight scoreless innings.
For support, Mantle made a timely contribution in the Yanks' crucial rally to help give Ford the only run he would need. But it came with a price.
Manager Houck decides that the courageous Mantle has gone as far as he can.
You know, Mickey, he's one of them guys that you couldn't hardly get him out of a ball game, and he was going to stay in there. But I was really worried when I saw all the blood. That was scary.
Gosh, there was a spot about 5 inches, or about that big around, of blood coming through his shorts and his uniform.
I finally realized how courageous this guy was to even want to play in that condition, but that's what I remember most about that series. Not so much beating Babe Ruth's record.
Welcome back. Keller back on the mound. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Tyler O'Neill, the batter. First pitch on the way. Down and in for a ball. Sinker misses. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Right there at the knees. 4-seam fastball. 1-1 count. USA leads it. Pitch on the way is going to get banged over to second. That's going to be a 4-3 put out. 1 away. Jason Up and Adams, thank you. Thank you for the channel support. Please join the Country Club today. Just $2.99 to help support radio baseball. As the first pitch on the way is outside wide, 4-seam fastball. Casey, the batter. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2-2. 2-0 count, drops the 4-seam fastball just below the knees. On the outer edge, 3-0. So a 3-0 count. Kicks and fires. Right there for a strike, 3-1. Pitch, check swing. The goat check down the line. He did not go around. And that'll be ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. USA leads at 5-0. Still a long way to go in this one. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch on the way to Abraham Toro is up top. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 righty-lefty pitch. Inside, four-seam fastball. Misses. That'll even it up 1-1. Runner at first. 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up, bending away. Filthy movement on that one. 1-2. Pitch on the way is swatted down the left field line. Just foul. We'll do it again. Pitch is swung on. That ball is chopped over the mound, and the only play that Witt's going to have charging it across the infield is firing it to first. He'll get Toro by about a step. 2 down. The runner at first makes it over to second. The ball was just banged over the head of the pitcher, Keller. He had no play on it. Witt, with great range, got to it just in time, or that would have been trouble. Toro was busting it down the line. They got him by about a half step. Righty-lefty matchup. It's Tyler Black. Takes the first pitch for the strike just above the knees. It's 0-1. You know I'm ready, Robert. Let's get it going. I'm ready for all the regular season. I don't want to speed past the WBC, but 97-mile-an-hour fastball bangs it foul. It's 0-2. We'll have that dead zone between the WBC championship on Tuesday and then opening day 8 days later, where you got some spring training ball, but by then most of the stars aren't going to play much. As the pitch on the way is down and away. Changeup misses. I think the plan is next week to bring y'all 2 spring training games. We can get it worked out. We want to bring you the doubleheader for Tuesday, the Red Sox and Braves at 1 o'clock before the championship at 8 o'clock as the pitch on the way, swung on and lifted into left field. That's down for a base hit, and Canada's going to get on the board. It's 5-1. Nicely placed single out there by Tyler Black, slaps it down the line. Casey comes around to score, and the Canadians are on the board. I think the other one we're probably going to bring to you is that Saturday before it all ends. I think that might be the Red Sox too. I'm not sure. Droz is going to come out and make a pitching change. We'll be back in a flash. I'm going to see if I can get my monitor straight. That thing is crooked as hell right now. 5-1. We'll be back in just a moment.
Y'all, is it just me, or does it seem like people only want to invite you somewhere when you're financially fighting for your life?
You know, fellas, I think even in the modern day and age here, there's still room to be an old-fashioned gentleman. So when you're out on a date, open the car door for her. Pay for dinner. If it's cold, give her your jacket. And while you're out, if you see another fella even just glance over your way, you need to punch him square in the face and escalate that situation to an unnecessary level immediately.
You guys want to see something funny?
Like, don't get it twisted. My generation and beyond, we're not like uber patriots.
We know you don't like it here. You guys are offended by words. You're allergic to tap water. Your generation, you guys have to sit in car seats till you're like 7. When I was 7 years old, I was stealing my mom's cigarettes and selling them and trying to get parts to build my own car. My generation, chicks had tramp stamps and dudes had full-grown beards in like 7th grade.
After their World Series loss to the Yankees in 1961, the Cincinnati Reds fell back into the NL Pac for several years and wouldn't return to the postseason until 1970 as the Big Red Machine in 1975 and 76.
Cincinnati Reds win the World Series.
By that time, Frank Robinson was long gone from Cincinnati, the only player ever to win the MVP award in both leagues. As for the Yankees, they would win another World Championship in 1962, followed by 2 more AL pennants in 63 and 64. Then the team of the century hit a rough patch and floundered for much of the next decade. Whitey Ford's consecutive scoreless innings streak in the World Series would eventually reach 33 2/3 innings. That would remain the all-time mark until 2000, when it was broken by another postseason Yankee great, Mariano Rivera.
33 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings in the playoffs and World Series.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back, Jack. 5-1 your score, bottom of the 6th. Canada threatening as we go to the pen. First pitch on the way from Spire, the left-hander, to the left-handed Bo Naylor. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Just grabs the outer edge. Bang! Slider for a strike. It's 0-2. Spire coming on, trying to put the fire out. It's 5-1 USA, but they did get a run across in this inning. Runner at first. So the tying run is in the hole. The 0-2. Which misses outside wide, 1-2. So 1-2 count. If y'all are familiar with this channel at the 7th inning, is the 1-2. High and out of the zone. 2-2. One of my puppies has escaped and gotten into the studio. She's gotten herself a piece of cheese. My wife's just now realizing that she's not with her. The 2-2. Swing. And oh my God, that ball is going to be clocked and rocked. It's a 2-run shot, and Canada trails by only 2 runs. Wow. .404 feet. He absolutely crushed that pitch. And it's 5-3. Don't go anywhere. First pitch on the way to Clark is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Bo Naylor absolutely nailed that one. The 0-1 swing and a miss. His cousin at the plate, it's 0-2. That's the 10th home run allowed by the USA in this tournament. Only allowed 28 hits, and 10 of them been home runs in this stadium. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. And the rest of the tournament's here as well, so you're not getting around the fact that this is a popcorn stand. Man, is Japan going to have a field day against that Venezuelan pitching? 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. Italy ought to really put some runs on the board tomorrow as well. It's going to be an interesting showdown if it turns into Italy versus Japan. The 2-2. Fouls it away. We'll do it again. 2-2 count. The setback foul. USA 5, Canada 3. The 2-2 pitch rolled over foul. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spire comes set, his 13th pitch of the inning, and brings it. Swing just gets a piece of that one. We'll do it again. Another slider. He started off with 3 sliders and went fastball, fastball, and back to 2 sliders. Really his only 2 pitches that he uses regularly. On deck would be Julian if they don't pinch hit for him. The 2-2. Swing, bangs it over to third, and Bregman's got it. Fires a bullet over there to Harper, and that'll end the inning. USA's offense has got to wake up. We'll head to the 7th inning, clinging to a 2-run lead here in Houston.
What is the best life advice you've ever received?
Always try to poop at work. Sometimes I'll hold it all weekend. Last Monday, someone called the fire department on me.
Here in the 4th inning. Happy birthday to a fine Mets fan. Curveball and a beauty to Bonds, who's batting with 2 out and nobody on, and strike 1. Barry has struck out and walked, and he did some serious hitting while in college at Arizona State. Goes after 1 in the dirt, and it's 0-2. So 2 strikes to count to Barry Bonds as the crowd gets behind the doctor with 2 out here in the 4th. Gooden has now struck out 5 of the last 6 batters he has faced, and a total of 8 through the first 4 innings of work.
Fellas, am I the only guy who has a wife who's semi-clingy, wants her space, but wants me in her space while she has her space?
Ford's teammate Mickey Mantle would win his 3rd and final MVP in 1962, and as Mantle gutted his way through another 7 seasons after the epic chase of 61, his transformation from Yankee hero to baseball icon continued.
It turned out that no less than 14 teammates had named their own sons Mickey, and you couldn't get a higher compliment than that.
Roger Maris played in New York for 5 more seasons, but never got comfortable in the spotlight. He'd eventually be traded to St. Louis, where he won another World Series ring in 1967. 30 years after the 61 season, Commissioner Fay Vincent finally declared Maris the sole official single-season home run record holder.
Removing the asterisk from Maris's record is actually one of the prouder achievements that we at the Elias Bureau were happy to have a role in, and recognize him for what he was, the single-season all-time home run hitter.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Top of the 7th we go, leading by only 2 now if you stepped away. It's your fault. USA 5, Canada 3. Bryce Harper, the batter, first pitch on the way, swing and a miss by Mako at the bump. It's 0-1. Harper just batting 167 in the tournament, yet he's still batting second. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. One count. Looks like a right-hander's warming up in the pen for Team Canada. The 1-1 pitch. Swing. Four-seam fastball. Bangs it foul. 1-2. The 1-2. High and out of the zone, 2-2. So he's gone fastball, curveball, fastball, fastball. Standing on deck is the curveball. This is out of the zone. Ball 3. A full count to Harper. And he's going to take strike 3 looking, punching him out on the outer edge. Take another look at, I mean, honestly, Harper does have a gripe that pitch was off the plate. And as tight as he's been calling these zones, he's actually got a gripe. Now, normally I would say 2 strikes, you got to swing at that. But he's been calling extremely tight zones. First pitch on the way to Aaron Judge is out and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Change-up, swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Check swing. Up top, 4-seam fastball. Says he went around. I don't know about that one. 1-2. So 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Mako comes set. Hine inside, 2-2. 4-seam fastball. Over the plate, but above the letters. The 2-2 from Mako. Swing. That ball's lifted high and deep into center field, but not deep enough. Underneath it, making the easy catch is Clark, and F8 in your scorecard, 2 down. Lefty-lefty matchup is Kyle Schwarber digs in. Mako, the 19th pitch of the night, right there for a slider. It's 0-1. Tell you what, the extension on that from Judge, originally I thought he might have gotten into it, but as the 0-1 misses high, 1-1. And the pitcher, Mako, his reaction was one of a pitcher thought he gave up one. They've hit a couple of balls there to deep center field. Anywhere, any other part of the ballpark, that ball is long gone. The 1-1 count. Swing and a miss, 1-2. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. Strike 3, and that's it. USA comes up quiet as a mouse. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 7th we go. Time to get up and stretch here on the BCR. Welcome back. Five to 3 your score, bottom of the 7th. Unfortunately, Logan Webb couldn't go the distance in this one because USA's bullpen has given up 3 after a 5-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Due up will be Julian and then the top of the order. So this game is far from over in Canada. Remember, they're the home team. They'll have the last ups. Bednar, the pitcher, first pitch is on the way, swing and a miss. Upstairs for a strike, it's 0-1. Bednar will be asked to take on Julian, Lopez, and Naylor. The 0-1 pitch, swing. Pulls the string, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Down and in, splitter misses, 1-2. The 1-2, swing, chops it over to second, diving attempt over there, and that ball's going to get under the glove of the second baseman. Terang rolls over. It's going to be an infield single. Tough play over there. He laid out. Could not hold on to it as he rolled over. And it's 1 on, nobody out, and the tying run is at the plate. And this Canadian team, man, they're hitting the ball hard against the USA's arms. Bednar had a 2.3 ERA last year. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way, four-seam fastball. P at the knees, it's 0-1. Otto Lopez, who's 1 for 3. He singled in the first. He's got good speed. If anything gets down in the gap, he can book. The 0-1. Floats a curveball in there, it's 0-2. So he's a hard guy to double up unless you get a really crisp 6-4-3 type or 5-4-3 type. The 0-2 count. Pitch is on the way. Swing, chops it deep into the hole, and it's going to be a tough play. I don't think he's going to get him. He won't. Otto Lopez beating it out. Good effort by Bobby Witt Jr. That ball was hit hard into the hole in the 5-6 hole, and he turned around. His only play was to try to make it first, but Lopez can flat out fly, and they've got the tying run at first, and there's still nobody out. Two on, nobody out. Bednar. The ball hasn't left the infield, but he hasn't gotten it out. First pitch on the way, Naylor, and the ball's going to get away, bounce to the backstop, and I'm not sure what happened there with Cal Raleigh, but it bounced behind him, and the runners move up, and now a single is going to tie this game with Lopez's speed. Unbelievable. I mean, that's a pass ball. I don't know how in the world Cal Raleigh did not. That's a strange one. He's got to put that out of his mind, but the ball wasn't tipped or anything. It just hit the bottom of his glove and rolled behind him. The 1-0. Swing, rips it down the line, foul. 1-1. Josh Naylor, his brother, clocked that 2-run shot. In the 6th inning to make it 5-3. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. 2-1 count. If you're trying to figure this out, well, DeRosa's probably trying to hold Mason Miller till the 9th. You got your whole bullpen available as the 2-1 misses, ball 3-1. But you look at the big arms in the back of the pen. Griffin Jacks is out there as 3-1 count, and Naylor. Runners at second and third, nobody out. He can be really selective here. Tyler O'Neill stands on deck, and he can hit him. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, chase the splitter. Full count. Man, that's a gutsy pitch right there. That pitch was nowhere near the zone. If he spits on that, the bases are loaded. Also in the pen, you've got Vest as the payoff pitch. Swing, lifts it high. It's going to be a pop fly right behind third base, so the runners will have to stay put. Big out number 1, 1 away. Just a touch behind that pitch and popped it up behind the third base bag. And the can of corn couldn't come at a better time. Still not out of the woods yet, but that's a big out number 1. O'Neill the batter now, and he can lay into him. First pitch swinging, fouls it back, four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Swing. High and inside. Four-seam fastball. 0-2. So no 2 count. Looking for a big strikeout here, but really just trying to cling on to that 1-run lead. USA 5, Canada 3, bottom of the 7th inning. Runners at second and third, just 1 out. The 0-2 from Bednar. Kicks and delivers. High and out of the zone. Try to get him to chase a four-seam fastball. 97, about eye high, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nasty curveball, chase it in the dirt. Big strikeout for Big Bednar. 2 down. Wow. So now the left-handed bat of Casey comes to the plate. First pitch on the way. Down and in, splitter misses. It's 1-0. If he wants to pitch around Casey, Toro is on deck, but that would load the bases. The 1-0. Right there, curveball, outer edge. 1-1. Big David Bednar, 19 pitches so far. USA 5, Canada 3. Runners at second and third. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 97-mile-an-hour fastball right down the track, and the fans are on their feet trying to will Bednar to one more strike. USA clinging to a 2-run lead, but a base hit would tie this game. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Bednar looks in, his 21st pitch of the inning. Raises his glove, kicks and fires. Check swing, did he go around? He did not. 97 kissed the black, but he didn't get the call. 2-2, you can see it right there on your screen. It hit the zone. But Blue has been all over the place tonight. The 2-2. Swing, lifts it down the line, foul, curveball. USA 5, Canada 3. The 2-2. Fans are on their feet. Bednar looks in, brings it. Swing, and the four-seam fastball just got a piece of it. We'll do it one more time. The 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swing! Bangs a splitter off the plate. Two count. Comes set. The pitch. Down and in. Curveball. Full count now. Man, what an at-bat by Owen Casey. He has run it full. Starting off 1-2, 3 fouled balls in this at-bat. On deck is Toro. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the USA holds on to a 2-run lead. We head to the 8th inning here on the BCR. USA 5, Canada 3. Let's go.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay.
Get it! Hey!
Afternoon, everybody. Put my pants on, one leg at a time. Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Oh, yeah. For me, the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. Left-hander Matt Wilkinson comes on for Team Canada. Lefty-righty matchup is Bregman. Takes the four-seam fastball right down the pipe. It's 0-1. USA 5, Canada 3. The 0-1. Did not go around. 1-1. Hey, good to see you, Goat. I was wondering about you the other day, bud. I hope everything's all right. The 1-1 pitch. Down and away. Ball 2, 2-1. USA leading by only 2. Need to get some insurance fast. The 2-1 pitch. High and out of the zone. 3-1. It'll be Bregman, Roman Anthony, and then Cal Raleigh due up. If anybody gets on, Terang. That's why they got the lefty in to start the inning. The 3-1 pitch, swing, rips it foul. Might have chased one in on his hands. Full count. And you got Byron Buxton on the bench too, but I'm starting to wonder if that wrist might be bothering him as the payoff pitch, swing, lifts it over towards the third base side. It'll bend out of play. Full count now to Alex Bregman. United States clinging to a 2-run lead in a elimination game. The pitch, swing, just got a piece of it. 4-seam fastball. They set up inside on the payoff pitch. Bregman, swing, pops it up. That'll be another can of corn middle of the infield. Who wants it? Naylor is going to be called off by Julian. And there's one down. Roman Anthony now the batter, lefty-lefty. First pitch on the way. Slider going across the letters for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. I feel like about the time they put the GOAT on the weird work schedule, the curse started in Braves country. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. About the time was that around 2024 when all the guys went on the IL and it didn't get any better in 25. 1-1 count. Up top, 4-seam fastball, 1-2. He's about to write a strongly worded letter to the Missouri governor to get that straightened out there, Goat. Roman Anthony's 1 for 3 on the day, just trying to get aboard. The pitch, swing, rips it up high into left field, and drifting over, making the catch. F7 in your scorecard. Owen Casey, 2 down. USA leads by 2. It just doesn't feel like it's enough. A bloop and a blast, and you're in trouble. They've got Mason Miller for the 9th. It'll be interesting to see who they bring out in the 8th. We've got Griffin Jacks. I would have thought Bednar would have came out for the 7th, but it looks like they might be saving him for the 8th. Cal Raleigh takes the first pitch, slider down and in. It's 1-0. If you missed the score earlier, Korea got skunked by Dominican Republic 10-0. They called it after 7 innings. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Wilkinson looking in and spins it. Swing, pops it up. Will it stay in play? It will not. 1-2. welcome in Zio. One-two count. USA leads by 2. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase a four-seam fastball up around his eyeballs, and that'll end the inning. USA clinging to that lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Canada trying to get back to it when we return.
Hey, can somebody explain to me what the IT people have been trained to do besides telling you to restart your devices?
Hey man, somebody tell me if I'm tripping, because I'm from the South. I don't care where we go, you know, whether we're going to the register, we're going to get some services done and whatnot, but when we walk into a building, right, morning time, I don't care. We say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right? And if you don't respond back, you get looked at sideways, right? That must be a Southern thing. I don't know. But we speak around here. We greet and introduce ourselves. We ask how you doing, good morning, how you feeling? Like, come on, y'all.
Have you been drinking?
No, sir.
Say the ABCs backwards.
The ABC's backwards.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so cute. This is why everyone hates me. I'm so cute.
Maris never lived to see anyone seriously challenge his record, but in 1998, Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa waged a dramatic battle all season in pursuit of 61. And with members of the Maris family in attendance, it all culminated on September 8th at Busch Stadium.
He pointed up to the sky, tapped his heart, and the way I interpreted that was his acknowledging Dad, saying Dad was in his heart. In such a big moment in Mark McGwire's life, to include that in that special moment was something we'll never forget.
In 2001, the home run record would be broken once again by Barry Bonds. Over the past decade, both McGwire and Bonds' used performance-enhancing drugs have led many to still view Maris's record as the true all-time mark, nearly half a century after it was set. Even in the shadow of baseball's modern-day power surge, the amazing season of 61 still resonates, a year when home runs soared out of ballparks all across the game, capped by an epic chase that will be remembered forever for its uncommon drama and unlikely victor.
In the bottom of the 8th, and Byron Buxton is going to come in and play center field. Pete Crow Armstrong in left. That just kind of tells me that Buxton's, remember at the beginning of the tournament, as the first pitch on the way is a slider inside for a strike. Garrett Whitlock is coming on to pitch. It's 0-1. I would think Mason Miller would be warmed up in the pen, ready to deploy if any sign of trouble as the 0-1 sinker misses outside wide, 1-1. But Buxton got hit in the arm beginning of the tournament, and the fact that they did not pinch hit him there is the 1-1 pitch, swing lifted into right field, running over, making the running catch. Here comes the judge. F9 your scorecard, 1 away. Because there was a left-hander on the mound, and Buxton being a right-handed power bat, that's where you would have deployed him there. But instead, they waited for Anthony to bat, and they brought Buxton in as a defensive replacement, sliding him to center and putting PCA in left. Pitch on the way is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. You can make a strong argument that PCA might be a better defensive center fielder at this stage of his career. The 1-0, swing and a miss, sinker up under the hands, 1-1. But anyway you look at it, you get a little better defensively bringing Buxton in. But maybe it's not affecting his throwing arm. I thought it was his right arm that got hurt, but maybe it was his left. It's been about a week since it happened. I don't really remember. The 1-1. Swing, belts it down the right field line. Is it fair? Bending foul, 1-2. He kept that thing straight. We'd be looking at a 1-run game. 5-4 your score. USA leads Canada. Cling to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-2. Bangs it back foul. The 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Nasty changeup. Pulled the string on that one. He throws that splitter with both fingers wide of the margin. Sometimes you get like a tight split. Whitlock is darn near a fork ball. His first pitch on the way is below the knees to Bo Naylor. They check down the line. It's 1-0. Bo cranked one earlier. 1-0. Swing, lifted over towards second. Making the leap and grab is Turang. L4 in your scorecard. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 9th we go. Let's get some insurance, ladies and gentlemen, here in USA country.
I asked my lady if she had OCD, and she said no, it's called put back where the you found it. And I shut the up.
Oh, y'all trying to put Unc and them under the ground, ain't y'all? This don't make no sense, bro. It's get a half pint for $1.99 and 3 for $5. Hey, one of these prove you're an alky. But 3 of them, you a wife beater. I ever noticed that everybody that be drinking these got a felony? Yeah, if you buy a 3 for $5, you got on black forces that been through some stuff and a gas station hat. Everybody drink gin like a person that got kicked out the house, but say gin will make you sin. How you gonna sin after your 3rd bottle? You might die. Gin will have you talking to somebody like this. Linebacker of the year, all state, all American, all diesel, no brakes.
Don Murphy. Well hit.
Today, we go over the career of Wade Boggs. His 5 batting titles are the most by a third baseman. Only 4 other players in history have had more batting titles. His .369 batting average at Fenway Park is the best in history. I don't think I need to remind you Ted Williams also called Fenway Park home. He's the only player in history to have 4 consecutive seasons with at least 200 hits and 100 walks. He's the only player in baseball history to have 150 singles, 50 extra base hits, and 100 walks in a season. And what makes it all that more impressive is he did it twice. He led the American League in OPS in 1988, despite only hitting 5 home runs that year. From 1982 to 1988, he hit under .349 just once. That particular year was 1984 when he hit .325. In 1985, he played in 161 games and reached base in 155 of them. During his first 7 full seasons, he averaged a .352 average, 211 hits, 103 walks, 43 doubles, and 110 runs. With those kind of numbers, he could have gone toe-to-toe with some of the best hitters in baseball history. Where does Wade Boggs rank on your list of best hitters?
Welcome back. 5-3 your score. The United States leads Canada. And we get to the top of the 9th. Needing some insurance. Mason Miller is expected to be closing out the 9th. He's been money, but you just don't want to put that much pressure on it. His first pitch on the way is slider misses up top. Start off the at-bat to Bryce Turang. It's 1-0. 2 for 3 on the night. A couple of nifty plays at second. The 1-0. Inside, four-seam fastball. This is high and in from Wilkerson. 2-0. It said 90 miles an hour. Man, that ball flies out of his hand for 90. The 2-0 count. Just misses. Ball 3-3. Standing on deck be PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, and then you're back to the top of the order with Bobby Witt Jr. The 3-0. Right down the pipe, taken all the way. Good take by Turang. Make him throw that pitch. It's 3-1. Milwaukee Brewer digging in, trying to get aboard. Here's the 3-1. High and inside ball forward, and he'll head on down to first. And just like that, we got a leadoff runner here to start the inning. PCA coming aboard. He's a pretty good bunter. They may try to drop a bunt with him to move that runner along. Just need some insurance. Lefty-lefty matchup. He did drop a bunt earlier this week. Didn't get it to clear. It's the first pitch on the way. Curveball swung on, chopped at the middle. It's going to be a double play. Hit right into the teeth of the defense. The shortstop, Lopez, nifty move there, grabs it, step to his right, touches the pillow, and then fires it to first. And just like that, it's a race 2 down. Really surprised they didn't try to bunt right there. With the speed there, you put the pressure on the defense instead. It's an easy out, easy double play. And the top of the order with nobody on, 2 out. First pitch to Bobby Witt Jr. It's funny taking a look at that replay of that ball. It took a weird hop. He got some top spin that kicked it back towards Lopez. It originally started on the left side of the infield. First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball. Off that 1-0, it's now 2-0. 2-0 count. Misses, outer edge, ball 3-0. Standing on deck is Bryce Harper. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm pitching around Witt to get to Harper. He's batting only 158. The 3-0. Just grabs the outer edge. That was a wide strike. 3-1. This guy has pinched the zone all night long. There's been a couple of them where you're like, what is he doing? Harper on deck. Pitch outside wide, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. And runner at first. There are 2 outs. Witt's got good speed. He might take off here. Sounds strange and unconventional, but it's got to be crossing his mind. You've got a couple right-handed bats that you could deploy. Harper struggles, even as good as Harper is. First pitch on the way. 4-seam fastball, misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. And Paul Goldschmidt is a Gold Glove first baseman. You could put him out there to play defense. Will Smith sits on the bench, and I mean, it would be tempting for me. The 1-0, outside wide, 2-0. I'd be putting Will Smith here to hit because this is a nasty left-hander. Put Goldschmidt with his Gold Glove to play first in the defensive inning ahead, even if you don't get anything here. Take my chance with Will Smith and maybe even Aaron Judge get to the plate. The 2-0 count, outside wide, ball 3-0. But if he can't find the zone, this might all be a moot point. The 3-0. Oh, come on. Second time Bryce Harper's gotten screwed tonight on a 3-ball pitch, and he's giving it to Blue, and I don't blame him. Normally, we're not going to be sitting here defending Bryce Harper in Braves country, but that was a terrible call. That pitch is 2 inches out of the zone, and he did it to him, I believe it was his first at bat, where the ball was outside the zone by 2 inches, and after pinching all night long, it's unbelievable. The 3-1, swing and a miss, and now he's chasing one out of the zone because he's still ticked off about the last pitch. He's got to calm down here. The good news now is that Witt will be on the move, so anything that gets down in the gap should score a run. 5-3 your score. Harper digging in versus Wilkinson. Lefty-lefty. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Harper, if I'm him, I'm letting Blue have it right now, man. Heck, kick me out of the game. I got a Gold Glove I can put it first. We'll be back in a flash. 5-3 your score. Yeah, and they're dead centered on that damn umpire as we hit the break.
Either I'm going to be quiet or I'm going to take it too far. There really is no in between.
Hey.
Stop, don't do that.
Hey, no, I gotta say something. Hey, I don't know whose kid this is over here in the produce section, but he's breaking up all the eggs, and I gotta clean this up. I'm about to drop kick his ass, so I advise you to come get him.
Hey Joe, Yahoo Sports. For the first time since 1975, this is the NBA Finals where you have two black head coaches. Given the plight sometimes of black head coaches in the NBA, do you think this is a significant moment? Do you take pride in this? How do you view this, or do you not see it at all?
I wonder how many of those have been Christian coaches.
Dogs know English. Dogs know the language in which you speak to them. You go to Mexico, they speak Spanish.
Oh, really? What's a Mexican dog sound like?
Hey, bark, bark.
You know what, dude? You're right.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Hey, man, bow wow.
There is getting revenge on someone, and then there's the story of Frank Chance and Jack Harper. During his playing career, Frank Chance was known for crowding the plate. During the first game of a doubleheader on May 30th, 1904, he was beaten 3 times by Red starting pitcher Jack Harper. The last one would knock him out cold. Despite a concussion, he would still manage to return for the second game of the doubleheader. Altogether that day, he would be beaten 4 times by Reds pitching. Fast forward 2 years, and again he would be beaten by Jack Harper. This time, not only was he playing for the Cubs, he was also their manager. Instead of charging the mound or having one of his pitchers throw at Harper in retaliation, he decided to execute the perfect revenge plot. Later that season, he trades for Jack Harper, and instead of throwing him in the rotation, he cuts his salary by 2/3 and benches him for the remainder of the season. At that time, organized baseball had a reserve clause. Harper had to pitch for the Cubs or no team at all. He never played professional baseball again. As the old saying goes, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Please like and subscribe today. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Mason Miller on to try to fire the last 3 outs here for Team USA. I mean, this is what you want if you're Team USA. You couldn't write it up any better. You got Mason Miller on the mound with a 2-run lead to punch your ticket to the semis. Young right-hander lifts his red glove and brings the first pitch. Swing and a miss. 101 miles an hour. He's bringing it. It's 0-1. 6'5", 200-pounder. The 27-year-old drops the slider in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, of course, drafted by the Oakland A's out of Gardner-Webb. He is now a San Diego Padre. The 0-2. Swing, fouls it away. Young gives it a ride. Jared Young, the batter. Born in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada. The 0-2, high and out of the zone, 102 miles an hour. It's now 1-2. It's currently with the New York Mets organization. Julian Dew up next. And I think Cal is going to go out there and talk to him real quick. Go over the strategy. 5-3 your score. Five runs, 8 hits, no errors for Team USA. 3 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Team Canada. And that one error was costly if you weren't with us earlier. 1-2, outside wide, 2-2. Third baseman Abraham Toro threw one into the first base dugout, and that plated 2 runs in the 3rd inning, giving them a 3-0 lead. The 2-2, down and in, slider did go around. He did not. Full count. So he's run this count full now. I don't know why they're not just going after him. They're just kind of playing with their food and trying to beat around the zone. I mean, the guy's got 102 miles an hour. The payoff pitch, swing. Fouls it away, just got a piece of it. So a full count. Miller comes set. The payoff pitch. Caught looking, strike three. Punch him out on the inner track. One down. Might have been a touch inside. Maybe that's payback for all the terrible calls he's given to Bryce Harper and a few others tonight. It's definitely too close to take, but I'd say Young would say it's too fast to swing. Like probably a blur coming by him. Edward Julian coming to the plate. First pitch on the way as a slider off the edge for a ball. It's 1-0. Standing on deck would be Otto Lopez. Josh Naylor in the hole. USA 5. Canada 3. The 1-0. Right there. 1-1. 1-1 count. Edward Julian. Most of y'all would remember him for his Minnesota Twin days as the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 102 miles an hour, 1-2. Nowadays, he's with the Colorado Rockies organization. He'd been with Minnesota for the last 4 seasons. He was born in Quebec City. The 1-2. Swing. Lifts it down the line, foul, 102 miles an hour. Not a prayer of keeping that fair. And you got 102 miles an hour. I don't know why 9 out of every 10 of your pitches just isn't that pitch. Just bring it. The 1-2. Swing, just got a piece of it, taps it in front of the plate. USA 5, Canada 3. Thanks for tuning in to the BCR, Braves Country Radio. Over 300 games this year is the 1-2, outside, wide, 2-2. We're bringing doubleheaders to you every week, out-of-town doubleheaders. So if you're not a Braves fan, we're still going to be carrying quite a few games. About 75 or so outside of Braves Country, and then, of course, all of October. The 2-2, caught looking, strike three. He punched him out on the inner track, 2 down. Nasty, filthy fastball right there. Bang it right at the knees. The Canada down to the last out, and their last hope is Otto Lopez. I mean, that was a beautiful pitch. Throwing darts. You're looking at the best closer in baseball right now. Otto Lopez takes the first pitch right down the track. That must have been his changeup, just 101 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Lopez calls for time. Maybe say a couple of Hail Marys before he steps back in. The 0-1. Brings it. Swing. Pops it back foul. There's the good stuff, 102. Down to their last strike. USA leads it by 2. They'll face the Dominican Republic Sunday night if this holds. Tomorrow, we've got a doubleheader on the BCR for the WBC. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. USA wins. USA wins. The United States of America wins. 5-3 your score. Game ball. Honestly, I think we got to give it to tonight's starter, Logan Webb. 4 2/3 inning, 5 strikeouts, no earned runs. He set the tone, and Mason Miller slammed the door. Good outing by Whitlock and Bednar. And the USA moves on. Sunday night, 8 o'clock, we'll have the call, USA versus the Dominican Republic. And they better wake up those bats because 5 runs is not going to beat the DR. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock, first pitch. We've got Italy versus Puerto Rico, and then 9 o'clock tomorrow night, a split twin bill, Japan versus Venezuela. Shohei Ohtani versus Ronald Acuna Jr. We'll see you tomorrow night. Y'all have a great night. USA 5, Canada 3.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.